I think it would be wrong for anybody to say that they know it all when it comes to investing. There are events in the markets that no one can anticipate, and things do sometimes unfold at great speed. I started investing because I had a fairly clear life plan as to what I wanted to do and when I wanted to retire and how I wanted to retire. Along the way, some things have changed, and there have been a change in attitude from the government, and there have been a change in taxation, which has tweaked my strategy a little bit. But broadly speaking, it's been the same all the way through, and it's been directed to how I fund my later life. The first stock I ever picked was Norton Motorcycles. It had previously gone into receivership, and it had come back to the market with a financier at the helm who wanted to raise money through an IPO. I bought into that IPO and then quickly came to regret it. 14 months later, I think it was, that the company went bust again, which I guess in the context was no real surprise. But I felt it was an interesting stock to buy at the time, and I wanted to give it a go, but I learned my lesson. It took me a long time to appreciate that what I had been doing was right. It takes a long while for a fund to build, to generate its own heat. Initially, you have all the bumps in the road with markets rising, with markets falling. You've got an increase and decrease in dividend payments. Your strategy might not work initially. But after about 15 to 20 years, the fund gets critical mass and you can see it growing by itself. And in theory, you could leave it at that point. But I've continued to contribute, and adding more and more to that gives me more of a fund to play with. As someone that's been in the market for 30 odd years, it wasn't until the financial crisis that I really appreciate the value of derivatives and understanding this idea that you can hedge your position, your long position in the market, to take a short position, to take advantage of a drop. I wouldn't use them all the time, but I think they are very good in certain circumstances when you don't want to miss out on an opportunity that goes against your main portfolio. I consider trading and investing two very different aspects of what is essentially the same thing. Trading is something I would do to put me in a better position in a very short period of time. Investing is something I go into with a far longer lead-up period to work out precisely what I want that investment to do over the longer term.